Vermicomposting is a method of composting that involves the use of worms to break down organic materials. Which of the following organisms is primarily responsible for the process of vermicomposting? Smart move. Earthworms is an accurate answer. When was the yield highest in organic farming in India? Nice selection. 2011 is the correct and valid answer. Organic farming focuses on techniques such as DASH. Right choice. Crop rotation is the best answer.
What is used by organic farmers to enrich the soil?
Great thinking. Manure from animals is the right choice.
What is used to control weeds in an organic garden?
On track. All are used to control weeds is the correct answer. Which practice in organic farming involves alternating different crops on the same land to prevent nutrient depletion and disrupt pest cycles? Bravo! Crop rotation is the answer. The thought that organic food is safer than normal food is dashed by the fact that many of our most common foods are full of natural toxins. Excellent choice. Contradicted is the right answer. Identify the farming practice below. Well picked. Greenhouse is the correct answer.
What kind of plant is this?
You got it. Your choice all above is right. Farming that avoids use of chemicals, genetically modified organism and livestock food additives is called DASH. Right again. Organic farming is a valid answer.
Which agricultural approach prioritizes natural methods and inputs for growing crops and raising animals?
Good job. Your answer, organic farming, works well here. Organic farmers are able to dash abundant crops using natural fertilizers instead of chemical ones. Well reasoned. Cultivate is the correct choice. Which change, if any, is needed to the text below? Which are wanting to grow and sell organic produce? Exactly. Wanting to grow and sell organic produce makes sense, and it is right choice. How does organic farming face challenges in terms of lower yields and higher labor costs? Nicely done. Lack of synthetic fertilizers and pesticides is a solid answer. As a method of food production, organic farming is dash in its use of labor and lands. Well done. Inefficient is the right choice. A farming method that produces high yields and large-scale production is known as dash. Excellent. Dash intensive farming is a brilliant choice. Many farmers are not keen on organic farming because they don't give sizable dash. You're right. Yields is the correct answer. How does intensive farming contribute to soil degradation and water pollution? Sharp thinking. Chemical fertilizers and pesticides used in intensive farming is the right choice. What is one program mentioned in the text that helps farmers become organic? Correct response. Farm to School program is the most accurate answer. What is the main difference between intensive and organic farming methods? Good thinking. Use of synthetic chemicals and fertilizers is the right answer. Farming without artificial fertilizers or pesticides is known as dash. Nice work. You chose dash organic farming, and it is correct. Growing crops and raising livestock to meet family needs is called smart pick.
Subsistence farming is the correct choice. Which food could be raised, grown, processed as an organic food?
Perfect. All could possibility be certified organic is the correct choice. How does organic farming promote soil health and biodiversity? Clear logic. Your choice by avoiding the use of synthetic chemicals and pesticides is sound and 100% true. Dangerous bacteria can dash both organic and non-organic food. You chose contaminate, and it is correct. Who is considered the father of modern organic agriculture? Valid point. Sir Albert Howard is true. Which farm practice uses natural fertilizer and pesticides? Great job. Organic is the accurate answer. Which of the following is not included in organic farming? Solid response. Chemical fertilizer is a valid choice.
Organic foods are generally more dash than other foods.
Strong choice. Expenses is the right answer. Which of these is not a practice in organic farming? Correct. Application of chemical nitrogen and phosphorus in the soil is the right answer. What is used by organic farmers to enrich the soil? Good job. Your answer, manure and compost, works well here. Farming and raising livestock for profit is called. Bravo. Commercial farming is the answer. Which type of manure is used in organic farming? Perfect. Green manure is the correct choice. One of the objectives of the organic farming is. You got it. Your choice. Produce food of high nutritional quality in sufficient quantity is right. Organic farmers are prohibited from using dash. Ch. Nice work. You chose all are prohibited by organic farmers, and it is correct. Who is considered the father of organic farming? Sharp thinking. Albert Howard is the right choice. What is one disadvantage of intensive farming? You're right. Soil degradation and loss of biodiversity is the correct answer. What is the major problem in organic farming?
Smart pick. Low productivity is the correct choice. What is one disadvantage of organic farming?
Great thinking. Lower crop yields is the right choice. What is the main reason for organic farming? Strong choice. Environment health by reducing the level of pollution is the right answer. Free range refers to what sort of farming? Solid response. Farming of meat or eggs is a valid choice. What is the primary aim of organic farming? Well reasoned. Conserving natural resources is the correct choice. How many states are doing organic farming? Correct. 12 is the right answer. This is not included in organic farming. Nicely done. Chemical fertilizer is a solid answer. The organic farm with the environment. You chose improved soil and water quality, and it is correct.
Organic food contains dash pesticides.
Smart move. Few is an accurate answer. Using chemicals in farming may leads.
Excellent. Soil become inactive is a brilliant choice.
Is organic farming process longer? Right choice. It depends is the best answer. What is organic farming important? Right again. The organic process is environmentally conscious is a valid answer.
Which state only grow organic?
Correct response. Sikkim is the most accurate answer. Why is organic farming good? Nice selection. Good for health is the correct and valid answer. What is organic farming? Valid point. Farming with water, soil, sun is true.
Organic farming is
Exactly. Cultivating plants and rearing animals in natural ways makes sense, and it is right choice.
how you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Excellent choice. Contact Narayan Changder is the right answer.